Patch notes. All right. So February 15th, 2019. That's good. As already mentioned, we're very excited. Feedback added a lot. The combat system, most of all related action, got completely reworked. You'll see in the first draft of our new AI system, we added a new life into the game by adding scenarios, intros, lots of sounds, and voiceovers. There are a lot of other changes in that version as well, which you can check out in the patch notes below. So new ways to fight. So I should probably start like a rogue playthrough so I could see what it's like. New combat system. Fall below a certain health point threshold are not dying but are getting conscious, cannot take part in a fight after anymore. If their fight is over, the character will stay unconscious until a certain amount of health points have been regenerated. Okay. Interesting. So you could probably kill people just meh. City guards will not join on a fight outside who's reacted on an illegal action. Also guarding building area characters or join. Okay, so our henchmen will actually do things to make it easier to see who's fighting. All characters, opponent side, a red circle. Okay. Fight ends if all characters of one side are unconscious. The still standing victorious can then apply the 3 people on the floor. The pre and post combat UI windows are completely removed. Multiplayer games. Okay. This is a lot of combat crap. Before combat starts, steal, break bones, kill, or kidnap, depending on your character. Oh, we could kill people and kidnap them. We also change that attacking someone is finally illegal, so be careful who you attack. Henchmen who are assigned a guard character building will also join in fights. That's good. Armor system is now changed. The new derivative attribute called damage reduction, which reduces the amount of damage taken. We generally add the new characters when they die or showing a health, showing a death animation or not vanishing like they did before. Reworked sound system. That's good. Added now sounds of most of the actions to all scenarios and buildings added in the future. Additionally, we added voice sets for children and 3 different sets for male and female characters. So we don't just have the same voice over and over again. That's good. Here's the next step. We're going to implement the narrator voice overs to the game. Interesting. As you know, we are not happy with what the AI is doing, rather not doing in the game. Therefore, we started implementing new AI system into the game. You can experience the first iteration of the AI objective system. We, of course, will keep working in that in the following sprints. Interesting. I wonder what that means. Instead of them just standing still the entire time, that'll actually probably do something. Moral alignments of the AI will change 6 different values to 3. Moral alignments. Dynasty started the gamer independent on their selection profession. Moral alignments will further change depending on the further actions of the AI's okay. The AI will use all their family members to execute actions. AI will unlock based on their moral values. Oh Jesus, we're not even halfway there yet. Moral values, morals, something AI rework. The AI will now react on intermediate loss threats like being out of money, missing an heir, or having no house. We added a new lose condition to the game, so from now on you can't lose from. So now you can lose from being bankrupt. So outgoing costs like salaries will actually not be capped at 0 anymore, but will account for below 0. If you're not getting back into the black numbers within a year, the game is lost. So you can't just run a deficit the entire game. With all that made more transparent, we're adding a warning UI. So see how long you have to solve it. Scenarios, you are now getting a short intro sequence, fully narrated based on scenario settings. Alright, cool. Now on NPC, citizens will take hold of office positions if there are no dynastic applicants. From now on, all offices having an office holder. Okay, that's good. So you can't just run for empty offices and get them all the time. The change mentioned above finally allowed us to step up the desired starting conditions for your scenarios. We removed all existing AI dynasties and their buildings from all maps. All AI dynasties will be freshly created at the start of the game and now have the same starting conditions like the player. Good. As a result, now there is more space for buildings to be placed, and the amount of opportunities to select on the map will be correct. Good. For the kidnapping action, we added a selection UI similar to romance windows, so you can decide where to chain a hostage. I don't know how hostages work. I never really messed around with them in Guild 2. So, the new version of the UI will now scale correctly with your screen resolution. That's good. I don't want bad UIs. Exchange previous font with the new font. First, we wanted to make the text more readable, and second, we wanted to use a font that covers all necessary characters for other languages. Cool. New notification window, good. So we don't have the little thing that's right there that's just annoying as hell. We also made some small changes on politics system. From now on, applying for an office causes influence. Additionally, we fixed the UI to correctly show what the highest office seat within a chamber. Okay. So I think the chambers are like the 3 bits that are there, and it's like 1, 2, 3, and then you pick one of them. A lot of feedback came in regarding micromanagement of the whole family outside of the possibility to your home residents to assign ongoing actions to your family members. This way, micromanagement if you want to. I wonder if that's like you could send your kid to school and then they'll keep going to school over and over again. A lot of you reported you had a hard time figuring out what actions help you gain influence. We had an influence you receive item when successfully executing that. Oh, that's good. So a little less than just let's go bribe the official and deal with that. The action bar categories now show 10 icon pages instead of 5. Effectively use space. Okay, cool. Game does not display loaded from outdated patch as they become incompatible. Good to know. Designers are now able to define actions that can be shown in the building. This way we are able to lock and unlock actions for residential buildings, businesses, without changing in the code. Designers are now able to create actions that affect not just one source, the target, spread rumors about a dynasty. Okay. All equipment related to combat has been rebalanced. Weapons and armors are now way more powerful, and it's absolutely recommended to equip your characters well before taking up a fight with a city guard. Cool. All producible items in the garrison and thieves' hideout were moved to other buildings. Prices for titles and skills have been adjusted. Hiring employees is now more expensive. Ooh, I wonder what that means. It used to be 50. It's probably like 150, 200. The start base budget for businesses has been increased. Adjusted XP gain from executing actions. Adjusted the prices for a lot of henchman specific actions. Adjusted some effects of actions. Ah. Okay, so this is interesting. That's now actual, they get to wear actual clothes. Performance and stability, change the way picking up 3D products in the world. All products or props in the game are not considered anymore while the game is checking for pickable objects under the mouse cursor. And bug fixes. Destroying the home residence. Main residence burned down. Evidence traded. Clothes of a dead character were selected. I wonder how they found that one. Henchman executes conquer building. This is just a bunch of bug fixes. Known issues. All office privileges were now removed. If you are experiencing difficulties loading in the game, delete all files from the games folder. What are we planning for the next patch? For the next patch, we plan to further improve the AI update notification system to support urgent notifications. The focus now is on dynastic AI, but we will start working on politics and law system to make offices more useful. Lit. Cool.